मनाया है। 2024 से एक परजीवी कांग्रेस पार्टी के रूप से जानी जाएगी। इस देश के हिंदुओं के साथ ये करने में बालक बुद्धि में ना बोलने का ठिकाना होता है। तीसरी बारी तो हारे हैं, पर मौसी मोरल विक्ट्री तो है ना। सत्य की आवाज को दबा नहीं सकता। सत्य ऐसे प्रयासों के भी दबता नहीं है और झूठ को कोई जड़ें नहीं होती है। इनसे कह रहा है तुमसे नहीं हो पाएगा।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Prime Minister Modi rained Sholay on Rahul Gandhi. We saw the trailer in the parliament yesterday when the newly appointed leader of opposition launched an attack on Hindus, Modi and government schemes. But as the BJP said, picture abhi baki hai dost. And today, amidst acrimonious chants from the opposition and cheering from the treasury benches, the Sansad saw a blistering attack by Prime Minister Modi as he went for Rahul Gandhi's jugular. From calling Rahul Gandhi a balak buddhi to tagging the Congress as a parjivi or a parasite organization, the attacks were unrelenting. Prime Minister even made a reference to the film Sholay, saying, अरे मौसी तीसरी बार ही तो हारे हैं, लेकिन मॉरल विक्ट्री तो है ना, हीरो तो है ना. While Prime Minister Modi never named Rahul Gandhi in his 2-hour 16-minute speech, his reference to a bachcha falling off a bicycle was very direct. He said that the Congress consoles the child by celebrating his report card of 99, not out of 100. But 99 out of 543. However, the Prime Minister was at his prime when he said that such will prevail. He called out the jhoot spread by Rahul Gandhi and his party in the alleged zeal to mislead the nation. From Agniveer to MSP, from EVMs to Rafale, Prime Minister Modi mocked Rahul Gandhi over his khatakhat lies. Listen in.
कांग्रेस के मुंह झूठ का खून लग गया है। देश ने कल 1 जुलाई को खटाखट दिवस भी मनाया है। ईवीएम को लेकर झूठ, संविधान को लेकर झूठ, आरक्षण को लेकर झूठ। हिंदू हिंसक होते हैं, ये है आपके संस्कार, ये है आपका चरित्र, ये है आपकी नफरत। कोई छोटा बच्चा साइकिल लेके निकला है और अगर वो बच्चा गिर जाता है तो कोई बड़ा व्यक्ति आकर के उसके पास पहुंच जाता है और उसको कहता है देखो चींटी मर गई, देखो चिड़िया उड़ गई, अरे देखो तुम तो बहुत बढ़िया साइकिल चलाते हो, अरे तुम तो गिरे नहीं हो। बालक बुद्धि में ना बोलने का ठिकाना होता है और न ही व्यवहार का कोई ठिकाना होता है। आज देश इनसे कह रहा है तुमसे नहीं हो पाएगा।
You heard the Prime Minister, but is he right when he claims Congress ka haath jhoot ke saath? Let's get Rahul Gandhi a fact check on what he said yesterday on the floor of the House. We can't show you what he said on the Hindus since it is a remark that has been since expunged by the Lok Sabha Speaker, but let's see if it passes the test of truth. Rahul Gandhi said The centre won't give compensation if an Agniveer is martyred. But the fact is that they have already got an ex gratia of rupees 44 lakhs. Along with that, they've got a payment of 48 lakhs from their salary. And then Rahul Gandhi went on to talk about the Abhay Mudra in Islam. They perform Abhay Mudra, he said, while praying. But the concept of Abhay Mudra has never been known in Islam because they do not do any worship of idols or pictures. Rahul Gandhi claimed that the government snatched land to build the Ayodhya airport but gave no compensation. The UP government has clarified and farmers have come out on record to say that 952 crores compensation was given to 21,548 people who were landowners, including farmers. He also charged that the Home Minister hasn't visited Manipur. However, the Home Minister not went once but twice, and once stayed there for 4 days in May of 2023. While Rahul Gandhi claimed that farmers do not get any guaranteed MSP, the truth is that the centre has fixed MSP or minimum support price for 22 crops. Rahul Gandhi also alleged in the Sansad yesterday that his house was taken away due to 20 plus ED cases against him and that he was questioned for 55 hours. What he forgot was that he lost the membership of the Lok Sabha and disqualification because he got convicted in a defamation case about making remarks against the entire community of Modis. So the question, and the legitimate question that we are asking on the News Hour tonight, did Modi's bulldozer crush Rahul Gandhi's life? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the BJP, Smita Prakash, editor ANI, Satya Prakash Mishra, leader of the JDU, Dr. Ashutosh Verma, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Professor Subodh Mehta, national spokesperson of the RJD, Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist. But my first question goes to Tehseen Poonawalla, Congress supporter.
Yeah.
More than the Congress.
Yeah, and a Rahul
You
Gandhi
beat
loyalist.
every parliamentarian on this. But I want to ask you, PM today said, tumse nahi ho payega. And he said, you are like Sholay ki Mausi, where Viru goes and says, कि मैं आ गया हूँ, तीसरी बार हारा हूँ, पर मेरे नंबर बढ़ गए हैं. Not 99%, but 99 out of 543. Has the Prime Minister read the Riot Act in the language that Rahul Gandhi understands? Because clearly rules are not something Rahul Gandhi fancies too much. And even today, the entire opposition side was hooting, screaming, shouting so that the Prime Minister couldn't be heard when they were heard absolutely silently by the Treasury benches. Is this the new normal in Parliament, Tehseen Poonawalla?
Good evening, Navika ji. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I heard the Honorable Prime Minister speak, and it's good to know that the Honorable Prime Minister is interested in movies and one-line dialogues. And perhaps that's the reason why the economy is failed and is in the situation that the economy is in. And perhaps that's the reason why that the Honorable Prime Minister has nothing to speak about the future of the country. He spoke in few lines which are very vague lines that he has uttered in the past. He has nothing else to say, so he goes back to the past 20 years ago, forgetting conveniently the last 10 years he was the Prime Minister of the greatest country in the world, that is India. We're talking about a new normal in Indian politics, Indian Parliament, and I'm not even going to go to the statement of Arun Jaitley ji or Sushma Swaraj ji. There's the right of the opposition to disrupt. The fact of the matter is, for the first time in the history of India, you have a speaker who, like the last time, this time, Om Birla ji, and I take responsibility for what I say, acts more like a BJP karyakarta than the Speaker of Parliament, Lok Sabha. Therefore, on Friday, the leader of opposition's mic was switched off by those behind. Now, he can come up with any technical explanations. He doesn't have a button, has a button. The fact is, the mic of Rahul Gandhi was switched off and he was trying to bring in the NEET discussion. And NEET, that affects 24 lakh students. NEET, that affects 24 lakh families. The Prime Minister had nothing to speak on it. Manipur, He has nothing to speak about it. That is the problem. He wants to do only Man Ki Baat, doesn't want to do Kaam Ki Baat. And therefore the Prime Minister and the BJP are being called out for what are the issues of the country today. He can take personal jibes at Rahul Gandhi ji, he can call him whatever adjectives that the Prime Minister chooses to use. But the fact is, the outgoing Prime Minister, because in the next 5 years the BJP government isn't coming back. It's a government that is in a precarious situation, hanging by two strong allies, knows that whatever he got through in the last two Lok Sabhas, he won't get through in this Lok Sabha. And therefore what we saw for the first time was a rattled Prime Minister asking people to sit down, offering water, not able to make coherent points on what is the future of India. We know what has happened in the past. We have nothing to talk about the future. And that is the Prime Minister absolutely having nothing to talk about what is the future of this great country.
Tehseen Poonawalla, I need to just stand up and I need to congratulate you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
सत्य प्रकाश जी, इन्हें आप भी मुबारकबाद दे दीजिए, बधाई दे दीजिए, क्योंकि ये कह रहे हैं कि आउटगोइंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर अभी एक महीना नहीं हुआ आए हुए, एक महीना इन्हें नहीं हुआ हारे हुए, और
I must tell you, don't sit with Rahul Gandhi. You will be fine, and you will, see this Prime Minister will come in 2029 as well. So my humble request, just disassociate with Mr. Rahul Gandhi. He is not fruitful for you. Neither his any suggestion, neither his vision, nothing. He is not beneficial for anything.
But what was
because he failed 3 times. He failed 3 times. He has been rejected by the people of India, and he is not ready to accept that. Why? Because rejection is not very easily acceptable to any political party. When Prime Minister Modi today gave complete work of his 10-year tenure, and completely, just destroyed the opposition by exposing their lies. Why they are not democratic today in the parliament? Why? Because they don't want to let the nation have the Prime Minister. But it was
Rahul ji ka mic band kar diya, democratic tha?
No.
उनका speech expunge कर दिया, democratic था? नहीं, बताओ ना, LOP का speech expunge कर रहे, वो democracy है? अरे ऐसा democracy, ये North Korea का democracy चला रहे थे वो? ओम बिरला जी North Korea का democracy कर रहे थे? वैसे North Korea की अपने आप को democratic republic of North Korea. Rahul जी का speech expunge किया.
Do not speak over him. His democratic right to speak, please.
Of course.
And you are education. So many times Rahul Gandhi has jumped on the conclusion, my mic is off. This is really fake. Now, why Rahul Gandhi today provoked the opposition leader to jump when Prime Minister Modi was about to speak, and continuously they disturbed Prime Minister Modi. His democratic... the people who took the Samvidhan in hand today destroyed the Samvidhan inside the parliament by not speaking the Honorable Prime Minister on the President address.
This is understand what he is doing. Expunging the speech of Rahul ji.
When you were speaking, I was not interrupting.
I hope the
आप लोग सिर्फ संविधान हाथ में लेके घूमते हैं, उसकी सुनते नहीं. अगर प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को आज देश चुन रहा था, आपको भी चुपचाप सुनना चाहिए था. You disrupted the entire. Prime Minister Modi offered you a glass of water. Calm down, cool down. This is democracy. It will function well. The nation will go from 5th economy to 3rd. Understand that. The Prime Minister Modi today told the whole nation that we will create more Lakpati Didi, more than your Khatakhat Yojana. Okay? You were only providing 8,500, and yesterday there was a Khatakhat, day. Prime Minister told the nation today from the parliament. So understand one thing, Rahul Gandhi got exposed completely because he was spitting venom inside the parliament by creating division within all the religions.
One minute, Tehseen.
On which authority
he was not the parliament. This is not the parliament, and I'm definitely not going to indulge you, even if you try to scare me, just like you do to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Your party.
Who can scare you?
Your party. Yes, I'm not going to cow down under pressure. कल कह रहे हो, झुक रहे हो, अरे सीधे क्यों खड़े हो रहे हो? You want to decide how the Speaker stands and talks and what he does? You want to decide his body movements? Come on. Let me get in Ashutosh Verma of the Samajwadi Party. Ashutosh Verma ji, there is a way of conducting a debate. Of course, the opposition has the full right to ask questions, to corner the government, and that is why Parliament has the Treasury benches and the opposition benches. And today the debut speech in this new Parliament was made by Akhilesh Yadav. but it was based on facts. Nobody came out saying that he was unfair. He raised the questions that he wanted to raise, and they were responded to. The fact of the matter is, what Rahul Gandhi did yesterday in terms of the theatrics, yes, on day one, everybody thought he was a hero, but when it came to facts, he was extremely economical with the facts, and that's why the Prime Minister today exposed the lies that were spoken. I want to ask you, should the opposition not have heard the Prime Minister? After all, it's a debate, and hearing the Prime Minister may have answered a few things, may have created a few more questions on which you could have attacked. But hooting, screaming throughout with the leader of opposition leading the charge, is that decorum in Parliament?
Oh, thank you, Navika ji. Thank you for giving us me time. Actually, in the history of India, this is the highest majority of opposition ever seen in the Indian Parliament. और उसके बाद से मोदी सरकार को ये समझ जाना चाहिए कि अब मन मर्जी नहीं, अब जन मर्जी चलेगी. Either you talk of Akhilesh Yadav ji or talk of Rahul Gandhi ji, both were quite okay and quite rational. वो बात दूसरी है कि ना मीडिया को और ना ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वो बात समझ में आ रही है. अखिलेश जी वैसे भी फैक्ट से बात करते हैं, मीडिया मजाक उड़ाता है, लेकिन बाद में वही फैक्चुअली करेक्ट रहते हैं. चाहे उन्होंने 1 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी उत्तर प्रदेश की बात कही हो, चाहे उन्होंने क्योटो की बात करी हो, या स्मार्ट सिटी की बात करी हो, या प्रधानमंत्री द्वारा दिए गए इस गांव की बात करी हो, ब्लॉक की बात करी हो, ना प्रधानमंत्री ना मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ एक भी शब्द नहीं था उनको बोलने के लिए. अब आते हैं कि क्या विपक्ष ने काम किया. मुझे लगता है कि विपक्ष ने बिल्कुल साफ साफ संदेश दे रखा है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी, आप जो बोल रहे हैं वो सिर्फ झूठ का पुलिंदा है और कुछ नहीं है. क्योंकि मैं सुन रहा था कि आज प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बड़े बड़े शब्द बोले और बड़े बड़े डेकोरम वाले शब्द ये इस्तेमाल करना उनकी आदत सी हो गई है, क्योंकि भाषण में तथ्यात्मक कुछ भी नहीं है. बोल रहे हैं कांग्रेस पार्टी परजीवी हो गई है, पैरासाइट हो गई है. और कौन बोल रहा है? एनडीए के वो नेता जो खुद बैसाखी पे खड़े हुए हैं 25 पार्टियों के साथ में, जिसमें से 11 पार्टी शून्य पे आउट हो गई हैं. कहिए तो मैं नाम गिना दूं. और उन परजीवी और पैरासाइट के विक्टिम कौन हुए हैं? उड़ीसा में एक बीजू जनता दल थे, जेडीयू में एक नीतीश कुमार जी हैं, वाईआरसीपी वाले से पूछिए, शिरोमणि अकाली दल वालों से पूछिए, एनसीपी के पवार गुट से पूछिए और एकनाथ शिंदे से पूछिए कि ये परजीवी ने कैसा काटा है उनको. फिर मैंने भी देखा कि आपने अग्निवीर पे बात करी है और मीडिया, मुझे दुख है कि आप आधी बात फिर कर रही हैं. राहुल गांधी ने बहुत साफ साफ 2 शब्द पूछे थे कि उस व्यक्ति जो शहीद हुआ है उसको हम शहीद कहते हैं, लेकिन भारत की सरकार उसको शहीद नहीं कहती है. और ये फैक्ट है, इसको आप गलत नहीं कर सकती. आपको भी सरकार से पूछने का हक था, आप नहीं पूछ रही हो, मैं समझ सकता हूं. दूसरा, उन्होंने कहा आप उनकी फैमिली को पेंशन नहीं दे रहे हैं, और ये फैक्ट है, आप वो दिखा ही नहीं रही हैं. तीसरा फैक्ट उन्होंने गलत किया कि कंपनसेशन नहीं दे रहे. हां, कंपनसेशन मिला है, लेकिन नाविका जी, वही मंत्री जो इसका जवाब दे रहे थे वो पेंशन भी ले रहे हैं अपनी मुख्यमंत्री काल का, वो अपने एमएलए का भी पेंशन ले रहे हैं और अब सांसदी का भी पेंशन लेंगे, लेकिन इस देश पे गोली खाने वाले व्यक्ति को पेंशन नहीं दे रहे हैं. क्योंकि ये किसी को नहीं दे सकते हैं. ये बच्चों को नौकरी नहीं देंगे क्योंकि सरकारी नौकरी में उनको सैलरी देनी पड़ेगी. ओपीएस नहीं देंगे क्योंकि कर्मचारियों को पेंशन नहीं देनी पड़ेगी. इसलिए अग्निवीर पे सवाल उठाया जाता है. आप उसको तथ्य को समझिए. उसके बाद मणिपुर पे आपने सवाल उठाया. मणिपुर में प्रधानमंत्री को एक भी समय, 1 सेकंड नहीं लगा वहां जाने के लिए, एक बार भी नहीं पहुंचे. और अपोजिशन को 17वीं लोकसभा में विश्वास मत को लाना पड़ा कि ये व्यक्ति कम से कम एक बार तो इस देश के उस हिस्से को बोल दे जिसके बारे में पूरे देश बोल रहा है, पूरा विश्व बोल रहा है. नतीजा यह हुआ कि मणिपुर की जनता ने 2 लोकसभा में से इनको 0 सीट दी है. तब भी आप अपोजिशन को टारगेट कर रही हैं। अब तो पूछिए कम से कम प्रधानमंत्री से कि क्यों हार गए आप अयोध्या, क्यों हार गए आप मणिपुर, क्यों आप नहीं जीत पा रहे हैं 10 लाख वोटों से, क्यों आप 400 पार नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। अभी भी सवाल विपक्ष से। ये तो बड़ा गजब की बात है।
नहीं, विपक्ष तो हल्ला करे, क्योंकि 234 आ गए, 272 नहीं हुए, तो विपक्ष को पूरा हल्ला करने का हक है। जीते नहीं है तीसरी बार, लेकिन विपक्ष जो है नसीहत सबको दे सकता है। विपक्ष के पास इतने इख्तियार हैं, इतने राइट्स हैं कि हमारे राइट्स कम पड़ रहे हैं। बॉयकॉट कर दें, आपने नहीं किया, आपकी पार्टी बुद्धिमान पार्टी मैं मानती हूं, लेकिन आपकी अलायंस जो थी उसने पहला काम क्या किया, मीडिया को बॉयकॉट कर दिया। अरे भाई, चुनाव मीडिया के साथ लड़ रहे हो या दलों के साथ लड़ रहे हो, बीजेपी के साथ लड़ रहे हो। लेकिन कॉम्पनसेशन की बात ज्यादा कही थी, शहीद की कम। कॉम्पनसेशन पे गलत प्रूव हो गए तो अब शहीद पर चले गए। गौरव भाटिया जी,
आप वीडियो दिखाइए।
गौरव भाटिया जी, जवाब
वीडियो दिखाइए। देखिए, नो वीडियो दिखाइए।
मैं वीडियो दिखा सकती हूँ। अगर वो एक्सपंज ना हुआ होता, राहुल गांधी पर रूल नहीं अप्लाई होते, राहुल गांधी पर रूल नहीं अप्लाई होते, मान्यवर मेरे पर होते हैं, मेरे पर होते हैं।
राहुल गांधी स्पोक अबाउट पेंशन। अग्निवीर, जो हमारे अग्निवीर हैं, उनको पेंशन नहीं मिलती है, कॉम्पनसेशन मिलता है, पेंशन नहीं मिलती है। स्पीकर को एक्शन लेना है, ले एक्शन।
पहले तो कॉम्पनसेशन पे भी सवाल उठाया था, लेकिन आप तो गोल पोस्ट रोज चेंज कर सकते हैं। गौरव भाटिया जी,
मिलता है ना पेंशन मिलता है।
गौरव भाटिया जी, जवाब दीजिए।
Navika, I would like to start by saying that every Indian today is very, very proud of the Prime Minister. And he proved on the floor of the House why ek akela sab par bhari. And I must tell you that on one side we saw the statesman-like approach of the Prime Minister for the content of the speech that he delivered, for the vision that he had for Bharat. And also the fact that more rules were violated by the opposition, showing them in poor light, violating the constitution with impunity. Higher the level of the speech of the Prime Minister rose, and his concentration is such that he was never distracted. और इसी बात पे पहले अर्ज करूंगा, ना मैं गिरा ना मेरी उम्मीदों के मीनार गिरे, ना मैं गिरा ना मेरी उम्मीदों के मीनार गिरे। भारत के लोकतंत्र को गिराने में कुछ विपक्ष के लोग 100 बार गिरे। Now let me make it very clear why I say this. The idea of this debate, the motion of thanks, was that the treasury benches would come up with a vision and the last 10 years of work that they've done. Narendra Modi ji has been successful in that. The opposition had raised certain issues. Now an opposition which is responsible, constructive, would listen to the response of the government. But all throughout the 2-hour speech that the Prime Minister gave, the opposition was seen shouting slogans, even hooting. So what does it show? The entire country and citizenry got to know that the opposition is hollow from within. They only indulge in photo op opportunities. Their politics is shallow and they're not even interested in listening to the response given by the treasury benches. 2, it became clear that they have very scant respect for the constitution that they hold in their hand, but they have never cared to read. And I will tell you why. In Rahul Gandhi, we always thought that he is very naive and he is immature as a politician. But today I would very responsibly say that he is a person who has a sinister design for a country. He is a corrupt politician who wants to destroy the very parliament of which he is a member. And why do I say that? I say that because when slogans were shouted out, Rule 348 was violated with impunity. What is the job of the leader of the opposition? To stand up and to say, no, please listen to the Prime Minister. He got a very fair time to give his speech, but he never got up. So this is so disturbing. And what kind of lies he is spreading? Not one, two, I'll name three and quickly. Agniveer, it was all about that no ex gratia payment is given by the government. Rajnath Singh ji, very rightly so, gave the numbers. So Rahul Gandhi, live number 1. 2, he said in Ayodhya, for acquisition of land of the landowners, no compensation has been given. Yogi Adityanath ji gave out the number. It is around 1800 crores and every landowner has been compensated. Third, as you rightly said, the mudra. He was talking about the Abhay Mudra. Now in Islam there is no Abhay Mudra. And he's cursing the Hindus. Made a very generalized statement. He said Hindus are by nature violent.
He never said that. I object to it.
Hatred.
Navika, I object to it.
Any spokesperson representing the opposition, don't interrupt. You may object later. It's okay.
You cannot lie. Navika, how is lies being allowed? He never said that. Please play the video.
I did not disturb you. And you cannot disturb me.
No, you have to play the video. How is lies allowed to go unchallenged?
Mr. Tehseen, I will tell you.
No, please play the video. Navika, I request
It's been
everyone.
expunged, my friend. Rules apply to me. They don't apply to the Congress party.
The video
But
on
rules...
the basis of lies that they allowed his lies to be propagated.
Of
He
course.
spoke about the BJP RSS.
He
I'm
said
sorry,
Hindus.
Gaurav, I don't like to do
He
it.
did not say BJP. He
No,
did not say RSS. He
BJP,
said
RSS,
Hindus.
and the Hindus was in context. So he said, you guys on that side of
No.
things call yourself
He
Hindus
said,
and you all are. Hindus are non-violent.
Hindus,
You cannot
ये
allow this
हिंदू
lies.
है,
And
हिंसक है, नफरत, हिंसा,
For BJP,
नफरत, असत्य, बीजेपी का नाम नहीं लिया. Go back and check.
Play the video.
Navika, this is not fair.
Yes, sir.
I object to this. I object to this.
I object to the lies.
I object to this.
I object to the lies.
You know, I
You
do
put
not
lines that
expect
expunge the video.
unruly behavior from Tehseen.
I'm
Tehseen
sorry, I
now
don't want to
quoting
interrupt, but you
Rahul
can't allow
Gandhi.
lies on. I will
I'm
not allow
quoting
lies.
Rahul
Okay,
Gandhi.
allow him to
Hear it.
finish his point and then
With
come
your
in.
eyes and ears open. Yes. Now, Tehseen, this is for you. When I speak with full authority. I've learned from my leader, Narendra Modi ji. And you have learned from Rahul Gandhi, your leader. He said this, now I quote, जो लोग अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो 24 घंटे हिंसा 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 नफरत 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 असत्य असत्य असत्य. दिस इज द स्टेटमेंट. जो लोग अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं, हिंदू 130 करोड़ लोग कहते हैं, 125 करोड़ लोग कहते हैं. अब मैं पूछना चाहता हूं तहसीन, अगर यही बात कोई और कहे, राहुल गांधी में दम है वो कहे जो लोग अपने आप को मुस्लिम कहते हैं वो करते हैं अहिंसा हिंसा हिंसा. हिम्मत है एक बार कह दे. एंड फैक्चुअली यू आर ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. वॉच द स्पीच ऑफ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर. ही स्पोक ऑन द नीट इशू and he made a very categorical statement that nobody will be spared if they try to play with the future of the students. And on Times Now, Navika, you can rewind and show, he said the Prime Minister did not speak on the NEET issue. Such is the blatant lies of Rahul Gandhi, the guru, and the Chela Tehseen Poonawala sitting.
गौरव भाटिया, आपने गुस्से से जो कहा वो मैं प्यार से बता रही थी, लेकिन मैं झुक के आपको प्रणाम कर रही हूँ, लेकिन मेरी रीढ़ की हड्डी में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. जैसे आपने आपके लीडर ने ओम बिरला जी के बारे में कहा था, मैं झुक के कर रही हूँ क्योंकि प्लीज डू नॉट रन इट ऑन माय
नफरत नहीं फैला सकता. क्यों?
That was later.
No,
initially,
it was in the beginning.
Well, let me get it. Let me get it.
Now you challenge me here. Hindu
You can't play it on the channel.
I can't
So
play it.
Smita Prakash.
Expose the
Smita
BJP
Prakash. When we started,
BJP, you say you can't play this.
Tehseen Poonawala, maybe marshals were not used in parliament, but I am quite capable of using them here because this is my one.
You are threatening me for standing up for the truth.
Of course I'm threatening
for
you
standing up for the truth. Because I said that Rahul Gandhi said Hindu nafrat nahi fela sakta.
Of course not. Because you're being bullheaded and you're not listening to the fact. And Smita Prakash, Rahul Gandhi started that statement by saying जो अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो फैलाते हैं हिंसा 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 नफरत 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 असत्य असत्य असत्य. After there was screaming, shouting, he brought in the second part which Tehseen Poonawala is now referring to. My question to you is, just because the opposition has increased its numbers, can they actually scare us? Can we not even put out facts now? Because we have to prove, something to them. There is an Agni Pariksha that is going on every day. Smita?
Navika, thank you. I will not comment on anything that has been expunged. Till this morning, I could have spoken on it, but after that, I'm not willing to speak on it. On the PM speech, I will say this, that, the point that the Samajwadi Party spokesperson said just a couple of minutes ago, when he said that Akhilesh conducted himself with dignity, yes. When you compare his speech and when you compare Rahul Gandhi's speech, I think Akhilesh did conduct himself very well. He stayed in the parameters of Maryada, and the Prime Minister also mentioned Akhilesh in his speech when he quoted Sant Kabir. I think that slight move and says Akhilesh ji dekhiye, and Akhilesh ji turned and smiled. That itself is what one expects parliamentary behavior to be, not what we saw today. I mean, 2.5 hour speech. He could have finished it in an hour and 15 had that booing not happened. The slogans went on through the speech. It was very, very horrible. I mean, the wall of noise, it couldn't be breached by the Prime Minister, who made some pertinent points. That's a different matter. But that woo all the time, and Manipur all the time. Even when he spoke about the Hathras incident, there was a couple of seconds of silence, and then again some MP brought up Manipur and didn't let him even complete the Hathras obituary. I mean, the PM didn't oblige, of course, by talking about Manipur. That's a different matter. But coming into the well of the house, it's indicative of what is going to happen, Navika, in the next 5 years. They want to the opposition wants to derail this government from functioning and bring it to a point where there is policy paralysis. But will they succeed is anybody's guess, because at the end of his speech, the Prime Minister did give out a warning or a veiled threat, whatever you might want to call it, that they will get a treatment which they are familiar with, which is like probably he meant that there will be an iron hand or whatever, and his supporters on social media said that anyway, the Prime Minister has been termed by foreign media and some in the Indian media as being a dictator or undemocratic leader or whatever. I mean, if he is that, then you might as well do it, is what they're saying. So long as he provides jobs and improves the economy and brings back to the fold those who voted against him in this election, it's well and good, because parliamentary theatrics is not going to win votes or lose votes. Maybe some raras from the supporters, like the fake fact checkers and people like that. But other than that, the theatrics which one saw today, that's not going to shake the treasury benches from whatever Hausla and Sankalp that they are saying is strong. So the Prime Minister repeated what many of his supporters who have seen him in Gujarat and then in Delhi say, that he will not deter from his path just because there's a strong opposition. He's accustomed to this kind of a fight, and it gives him, in fact, a robustness of purpose. Will that translate into his entire team feeling that, or being in a sense of shock because of the strong opposition? I think the next few months will show.
Well, let me get in Sabah Naqvi. Sabah Naqvi, Rahul Gandhi's speech yesterday, to Akhilesh Yadav's speech today, and then the Prime Minister's speech. And let me just play out for our viewers a little video of the Prime Minister. While the booing was going on and members of the opposition were really trooping into the well of the House, the Prime Minister there on your screens, you can see him, a glass of water is brought for him, and look at what he does. The water that is kept there, he actually passes on the water to the protesting, hooting, clapping, noise-making opposition leaders कि भाई पानी पी लो, गला साफ कर लो और चिल्लाओ. And I'm going to give it to you. Sabah Naqvi just showed his intent, and he mentioned that towards the end, that this kind of hooting, when the Prime Minister has responded, has happened in the 2014 Lok Sabha, it has happened in the 2019 Lok Sabha, and it's repeating itself. Got nothing to do with the kind of numbers that he's got. This has happened every time the Prime Minister has gotten up to respond on a major debate. Sabah Naqvi, how do you see this, going forward, as the confrontation between the opposition and the treasury benches. The Prime Minister's Chetavni, the warning that he gave today, the opposition, the manner in which they hooted, are we going to see any sort of middle ground going forward as far as governance is concerned and debate is concerned?
So here's what I think, Navika. I think contrary to what you are suggesting that it's always happened, I think it's been a very difficult 2 days for the Prime Minister. And preceding that, when the Speaker's election was taking place, also a very difficult time because he's been used to being he's been used to being a sort of in a space of his own within the BJP, within everything. For 2 days he's been insulted. It's not just Rahul Gandhi, here Mahua Moitra, hear them all. Everyone is referred to his biological comments. They have mocked the idea of ek akela sab pe bhari. If you watched it like I did, it just went on and on for 2 days. And during the Speaker's debate, what has happened is that the BJP, in terms of numbers, does not have so many parties who got a chance to speak. At that time also, the opposition has many small parties. So one after the other, they were getting up and they were attacking him and they were mocking him and they were saying. So that is what has happened. So I believe the opposition should have allowed him to speak. And he actually launched, if you want me to analyze, it was only about the Congress. And when the Prime Minister gave his analysis of the result, saying that the Congress is missing in 14 states, he did not say the BJP is not present in 12 states. He did not analyze the terrible, what I look for in politics, maybe it's too much to ask, is that the PM recognizes that there has been some setback in Uttar Pradesh, in Bengal, in Maharashtra, but nothing. He's basically repeating, he also said nothing new besides saying that the Congress has tasted blood. He said Hindus are in danger. I've got the notes down. Hindu Samaj ko sochna padega. He has suggested a conspiracy. He has spoken about secularism versus communalism. It's the same stuff. There is nothing new. It's just been very strong on the Congress. And I must say that the point that the Congress parasites of other parties, any political scientist, allow me to speak. You can talk. I will always get less time than, I always do. People interrupt me. So, let me just put this very bluntly that it is the Shiv Sena left because they felt that the BJP was getting larger. It's a phenomena of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Any political scientist will tell you that they parasite on the regional parties and then the regional parties feel threatened. So he said that, okay, even you put that aside. But the fact you say Congress is missing, how many places are you missing in? And the fact is that the BJP it was Odisha that came to the rescue. There were huge losses in Uttar Pradesh, huge. Even I never expected it. There was a setback in Bengal, losses in Maharashtra, in Rajasthan. So the Congress is not as strong as we are being made to believe, and the BJP is not that invincible right now, and the PM in particular. Because the Prime Minister made it about himself, he didn't even say BJP ki guarantee. Everybody here pretended it was only him. So now you are seeing the consequences of that in Parliament. Everything was Modi is
Gaurav
BJP,
Bhatia.
Modi is India.
Gaurav
That is what
Bhatia.
happened. So ab wo unko dekhna.
I could also cite a parasite on journalism. And I don't want to name the person.
Please. Let's not get personal, Gaurav.
Why I say this. I'm not getting personal. I'm not getting personal. We can deal with Congress spokespersons, but we cannot deal with people who come on
But you
panel
shall have to
as
deal.
political analysts.
But no.
they
She's
fail
a
to
senior
notice.
journalist,
I
and
will-
whether
I
you
will
like
make
her
my
views
point,
or
please.
not, she's on the panel, and Gaurav
So
Bhatia,
what?
you'll have to deal
So
with
what?
it. You are the party in power.
So I will deal with it, and I will deal with it with some
The
reason.
difference between
Not that
the
you
old,
will get a
old
lot of
spokesperson,
ecstasy and pleasure
the-
because she's saying Prime Minister was insulted. But relax now, take it easy, ma'am. I heard you. Now you hear me, please. When you call yourself a political analyst and a journalist, what is your duty, Navika? Your duty should be to first say that
What
yes,
is
there
this?
was unruly behavior.
She said
You
that.
should say that there was violation of the constitution and the rules of the parliament and the Lok Sabha. I never heard that. Third, you should also point out the falsehood that has been spread by the leader of opposition.
Anyway, I'm
or
not
you should
replying
have
to
facts
Gaurav
say
Bhatia.
that there was no falsehood by Rahul Gandhi.
You don't have to get so scared of me,
No,
yaar.
you can't reply this.
Gaurav,
Let
you're
me
so
make my
used
point.
to people
Let
without
me make my
credibility.
point.
Don't get so
Nobody
scared.
is scared of you.
And you know,
No,
there are
nobody is scared
spokespersons
of
who
you. Let me
predate
tell you,
your
don't
type.
give
Who
yourself so
predate
much
yours who are very
importance.
civilized.
Radhika, that's okay.
You know,
That's okay.
there are many
I'm not getting
spokespersons of the
personal, but I'm just giving you
BJP
some
who have
facts to
predate
deal
you.
with. Please,
You are.
Radhika,
You have
I
spent
don't
5
want to
minutes
get
of
into this. I
broadcast
don't
time
want to
attacking
stoop
me.
to her
Makes me
level.
feel very important.
Relax. Just relax.
Okay,
Relax.
allow him to make
Just
his
relax.
point.
Don't give yourself so much
No,
importance.
you are doing it.
The
I
world
did not
moves
comment on you.
You are not so important, please. I am making points on facts. Yes. Now hear me out.
I'm not. Please,
If
please.
I was
please
to ask this
respond,
political
please.
analyst and a senior journalist that how would you feel being a Muslim if somebody
Again, back to
says
me.
जो लोग अपने आप को मुस्लिम कहते हैं वो 24 घंटे करते हैं हिंसा हिंसा हिंसा
Okay, I must depart because the BJP. Navika, if you'll excuse me, I don't want to get into a Hindu-Muslim
debate. Are you so
debate.
nervous tonight?
I
Are
don't
you so
wish to get
nervous?
into.
Before you depart, Sabha Naqvi, I've got a viewer question. The viewer says it's actually 7 states where the BJP is not present. Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland and Sikkim. Can you name the other 5?
Data saying
And
12.
Manipur.
I'm not
I've
done
seen
yet.
data saying 12. No, I've just seen data being shared.
Okay, so
So,
you're
listen, Navika,
Navika,
are you
I'm making
comfortable
my
with
point.
everything
Please be
becoming
courteous
Hindu-Muslim?
enough to allow me
No, I'm
time
asking
so that
you
I
a
can
question.
complete
It's
my
12.
point.
Well,
I'll share it with
quiet.
you.
1 minute,
I can't-
1 minute,
I'm
1 minute,
without
1 minute. I haven't even gotten the RJD spokesperson, and I need to go across. There's news coming in from Hathras. I will have to restrict this, but Subodh Mehta ji, can we see a little more cooperation between the treasury benches and the opposition going forward?
Look, Navika ji, the words used by Gaurav Bhatia is no different than the words what has happened in the parliament. The onus to run the parliament is with the treasury bench. But surprisingly, and as usual, Prime Minister is far away from the idea of India that we have in our constitution. Prime Minister want to decimate the opposition by using jargons and filmy dialogues. Prime Minister was hollow in his words and everything was directed towards the leader of the opposition for 2 continuous hours. Prime Minister did not spell out the vision of India. Prime Minister could not say anything about
If you were so interested, you should have stopped hooting.
That has taken
No,
place
if you were so interested in the vision of India, you should have stopped
Yes.
hooting.
Yes.
Is there no responsibility of the opposition?
Spoke about modernization of
Prime
the army.
Minister was
I can respond
Navika
to
ji,
that.
Prime Minister
I
was
think the
using
gentleman
words which
wanted
was
to
a
hear the
jargon.
Prime Minister.
It was a hollow words,
Full of it.
and the hollow words needs to be replied. And the onus of the house is with the Prime Minister. He was speaking as if he was in the election rally. He was not addressing the
ladies
house at
and
all.
gentlemen, it will always be pointing of fingers that will continue. We've seen it in the last 10 years. Well, this particular election and the government and the opposition post that seems to be no different. It is going to be confrontation all the way around. But where are the people of India in all of this? Certainly, political parties extremely busy scoring their own political brownie points. Janta, hold on. 5 saal hai, talk to you after 4.5 years. That's what it seems like. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to my panelists joining me on debate number 1.
You were watching the News Hour at 9. Stay tuned.